Hello everyone. Just checking the integrity of my recording. It looks like we are good to go. This is Greg. Welcome back to Geek Cheese and welcome back to the quarterfinals. Now, we have one more game here in the quarterfinals to watch. A series is all tied up at 3. That's right. It's the Kasseri Kraken and the Manchego Mechanics. And yeah, everything is kind of solved except for that series, and it's kind of shaping up to be some interesting fake baseball that we're going to have moving forward. Let's go into this game and let's check things out. We have Bridget Walton on for the Kraken, and we have Aileen Guerrero on for the Mechanics. Interesting. Kind of opposite pitchers. Now you look at their records and when you look at their ERAs and everything. So this is going to be a fascinating fake baseball game to watch, but thank you so much for coming here and hanging out with me and watching it. I realized last night that I had not posted a couple games in a couple of days, and that is my bad. So hopefully when you're watching this, you'll have already caught up and everything, and hoping to get things moving on, wrapped up in the next week or so. Two extreme contact specialist teams battling for a chance at the Cheese Cup trophy. Johnny Duke steps in, 326 average for him, the second baseman for the Kraken. And here's Guerrero. And that is a strike to lead off the game. That's a foul. Of course, we're back at the Motor Yard, folks, the home of the Manchego Mechanics. I just love their jerseys so much. And all right, Johnny Duke leads off the game with a walk. And steps Freddie Ferguson. Ferguson was the home run leader. Is not anymore. Villarreal is, I think, on the Kudu Giants. 1-2 count on him. Good eye. Didn't chase at it. And very good eye. Very close. 3-2. Ferguson's actually been struggling the past couple of games. Here's a guy who's been swinging a hot stick. Yo-Yo Suzuki's kind of gotten hot at the right time. Definitely improved his average. And that one gets away from, who the heck is that behind the plate? The runner advances from the pass ball. Who the heck is that behind the plate? Ooh, geez, little chin music. 3-0. And boy, Guerrero's really, really battling out there on the mound. Pip O'Neill steps in, 300 average. That could have also been, an intentional walk. Because the first base was empty. Sets up the double play. Who knows? That one's fouled away. Lot of fastballs in Guerrero's pitch arsenal. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, cutter, slider, and then also the curveball. It's fouled away. She's having trouble with the strike zone, honestly. And then O'Neill goes down on the strikes. As Dean Newman steps in. Newman. It's pretty much what I'm going to do today, folks, other than record fake baseball games, because it's looking a little overcast today, is watch Seinfeld. And I have, unfortunately, some work to do on this, my day off, on my Labor Day weekend. I'll line out to Pope at second, and the threat is avoided as Bridget Walton takes the bump here for it. The Kasseri Kraken. Austin Carson steps in the box. It's going to be fun going through these stats once the season is over. Actually, I was thinking about doing a stats video next, just to kind of do a check and give a little quick peek of where everything is. All right, Walton leads off the bottom half of the first with a strikeout as Zariah Heap steps in. She had a big homer last game, if I do recall. I'm going to drink from my comically large coffee mug. Oh my gosh. Oh, he recovers. That was almost very bad. It was almost very bad indeed. Rocco Cooker. Cooker also had some big hits recently. Definitely getting hot at the right time as well. Popped up at home plate. Actually, behind home plate. Suzuki puts it away. That's out number 3. And Flowers, Thompson, De La Rosa, 6, 7, and 8 due up here for the Kraken.
Right fielder, number 14, Aubrey Flowers.
All right. One and 2 on Flowers. Sounded like it was off the end of the bat or something. Wasn't hit. Wasn't squared up, that's for sure. Here's Brett Thompson. 323 average for the shortstop and your part-time controller. Who the heck is catching here for the... I can't recall or put a pin in it, but it's bugging me. Who's catching for Mechanics? That one is fouled away. I can't find my stat sheets either. Popped up left side. So Watson, I believe it might be Watson catching behind the plate today for them. All right. De La Rosa, 1 and 2 count on him, and a pop fly. Cooker is there, and that is out number 3. Has to be Watson. Can't think of any. It's Watson. Anyway, here's Keaton Carlson. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good pitch. Kind of like a... I don't know what that was. Almost acted like a screwball. That's a rocket into center field. Gets all the way to the wall. It's the deepest part of the ballpark. And it's a double to lead off the bottom of the second. Madeline Rufo steps up. And that's a base hit right through the wickets, actually. Through her legs into center field. That puts runners at the corners. And steps Freddie McMillan. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second. Runner goes at first. A little hit and run action. And it just sneaks by the drawn-in infield. And scores the run. So the Manchego Mechanics take the early 1-0 lead. Definitely has playoff vibes here at the Motor Yard. That is hit high and far and is gone. Elliot Pope with an absolute tank. Dead central. 439-foot shot. 3-run Jack gives the Mechanics the 4-0 lead. Boy, oh boy. The stadium is electric right now. And that one is fouled away. And Thompson knocks it down. This diving stop. Can't get him though. Yeah, it is Steven Watson. That's who I thought it was. Alright, Steven Watson. Filling in for Maddie Hinton today. Behind the plate. Very good speed at first base. And that is a base hit up the middle. Boy, they are jumping all over Walton right now. It is not good. Let's take a look at her. Last tournament, obviously, the Kraken didn't make it as far in the last tournament, so we have a very small sample size. And, you know, she actually didn't pitch too bad. She wasn't too bad. Elevated ERA entering today's game, and that is, trapped by De La Rosa. Ball skipped into his glove, no catch. That makes everyone safe. Brings up Soraya Heaps, who's 0 for 1, with a huge chance to really blow things wide open. And she does? Oh, just foul. And she does. No? She does. Grand salami. Soraya Heaps, a 436-foot shot for her as well. And boy, oh boy, folks, this game is blown wide open. As Rocco Cooker steps in, and Walton has to be done. She's not. Can't believe they're leaving her in. Wow, 8-0. This is going to be quite the mountain to climb for the Kasseri Kraken. And, you know, they haven't played... The Kraken haven't played exceptionally well. They started out so hot coming out the gate in this series. And now we have Kelsey Knox coming in. Now, Kelsey Knox is a little bit of a wild thing, so we got to watch. Got to watch with this. But they started out so hot out the gate. And then they just haven't been as sharp lately. 2-2 to Carlson. There are no outs, folks, here in the bottom of the second. And Knox is all over the place. And that is a foul ball. Full count now. It's a walk. It's Carlson. Brings up Bufo. Who else do they have in this bullpen? Because Kelsey Knox is seriously... It'd be interesting to look at her stats to see how many walks she has at the end of this season. That one is fouled away. They have a bunch of people in the bull. I mean, they have some. I don't think they actually have a long man. That is a rocket into right field. There's seriously no outs. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. McMillan steps in. He's 1 for 1. Single and an RBI. They bat around the order already. I think they did. I think McMillan led off this inning. One and 2. That's the first out. The first out. Elliot Hope now 1 for 1. So it's crazy. He homered in this inning, didn't he? Ball down low, 2-0. Foul ball, 2-1. And 96 in the gun there from Knox. She can throw it, and that's a good pitch. She can throw it, but you know where it goes. That's anybody's guess with that wild thing trait. I'm just taking a gander here, folks. That's a couple of things. And that is the final out of the inning. They leave the bases loaded, but it doesn't matter because they get 8 runs in the bottom of the second. 8 runs. Quite the mountain to climb here for Kasseri Kraken. And now Aline Guerrero has just such a commanding lead. See if she just settles in and just goes to work. A little concerned about the Kraken and pitching, I would like them to go with like a long man or or just throw out another starter out there. I mean, you're playing to get into the big dance, so like just throw everything at it. But I was looking at my stat sheet. I don't think they have a long man in their bullpen. I could be wrong. Their bonus pitcher could be a long man, but I don't see it in their stat sheet right now. That is a base hit. Actually, an extra base hit. Gets all the way to the warning track. And I believe that was Johnny Duke. Duke brings up Freddie Ferguson. Kraken are capable of having a big inning. It's just getting all these bats to fire at the right time and the same time. Ball outside. 1-2 now in Ferguson. And that one is jacked, but it's foul. And down on strikes to 96, I think it was. Mile-an-hour fastball blown by Ferguson. And Suzuki steps in. He walked his first time up. And that is a rocket to Millen, but that is the third out of the inning. 9-1-2 due up with the Manchego Mechanics. So interesting. And just past the diving, Rodriguez. I'm tired. Tired. Okay, Hammer Delgado comes in. All right, the lefty, southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen, knocks us out. Tired, very tired today. Has a base hit in the right field, so 2 on, nobody out. Still, wow, nobody out. And right, he steps in. 1 for 2. Grand slam. Her last time up. Had a long day yesterday for some reason. You know, I did like so much stuff. And that one is right at Duke, and tried to double him up, they can't. So Rocco Cooker steps in, 1 for 2 with a single. And a double play ball gets out of this inning. Cooker runs very well, though. I tried to jam everything into yesterday. That's what I tried to do. And in doing that, I got super exhausted. It's not good. Full count now on Cooker. And, ooh, backdoor breaking pitch. Boom. Actually, it wasn't really a backdoor breaking pitch, just kind of front door. Keaton Carlson steps in now and hits one high and far, but that is a good foul. A little souvenir there for the crowd. And that one's going to be popped up to Duke, out number 3. And top of the 4th we go. Heart of the order due up here for the Kasseri Kraken.
How about it? The first baseman, number 15,
Pippa O'Neill steps up. Guerrero just pitching the game of her life right now. I think Guerrero wasn't the greatest pitcher for them last time, but I could be wrong. Yeah, nope, I'm right. And Newman hits one, and there's no chance to get him. It's an infield hit as Aubrey Flowers steps up 0 for 1. And that sneaks by The diving Soraya Heaps. So we got 2 on now. First and second, Brett Thompson steps in. He's 0 for 1. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. So again, the Kraken threatening. That one's fouled away. Guerrero just kind of put a pin in that, or to put a bookend on it. 1, and they can't complete the double play, but they do get 1 out. And that puts runners at the corners for Tony De La Rosa, who's 0 for 1. 2 starts last tournament. Again, small sample size. She was 0-2. 11 ERA. So, I mean, you know, small sample size. But definitely didn't pitch this well. And that is out number 3. When she's 2-0 in the season, she came in with a 4-ish ERA. It's very, very good. Here's Rufo, 2 for 2, 2 singles. You know, some of the players in this lineup are going to have the game of their lives as well. Bottom of the 4th. Delgado back out there on the mound for the Kraken. And 1 and 2. And a snow. Thought that was actually going to sneak down the line. Ooh, nice diving catch by Pip O'Neill and foul around for the first out. All right, McMillan steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. It's odd to hear myself talk and hear dead silence around me. So I took off my headset there briefly. That one's fouled away. And that one sneaks down the line. So down the left field line, it doesn't get down there far enough. They hold them to just a single. And that brings up Elliot Pope, who's 1 for 2 with a homer. 2 436-foot jacks are what separate these 2 teams here, folks. A 3-run homer. There's also an RBI single in there. No, sorry, a 2-run homer. No, it was a 3-run. It was a 3-run homer. There's an RBI single in there, and then there's a grand slam. By the way, Elliot Pope just singled.
Now pitching.
All right, Denny Hayes comes up. This is going to get ugly. We're going to see about 9,000 Kraken pitchers today. Foul ball. And that's a base hit up the middle. Ferguson throws it in. Bases juiced again. Stephen Watson steps up. 2 for 2, 2 singles. By the way, a Kraken pitching change. Denny Hayes comes in. He has an elite curveball. He's a K collector. And this could be 2. 1 and 2. They complete the double play to end the inning. And the bases remain loaded. 9-1-2 up for the Kraken here in the top of the 5th. There's some defeated looking players over there. They just want to get something going. I mean, that's the biggest thing. When you're in a situation like this, you just want one little spark. One little spark. That one's fouled away. 1 and 2. And McMillan, that is out.
Now back. The second baseman.
Steps Johnny Duke.
Johnny Duke.
It's 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Rufo at third, out number 2.
Now back.
And Freddie Ferguson.
Number 3.
Now, Freddie Ferguson has been so cold lately. He needs to heat up a little bit. He needs to get something going here for this Kraken team. Oh, and 2. Popped up, foul. 1-2 again. And a roller over to Hope. That is out number 3.
Scoop up a plate of muffin
And
round roll sushi.
top of the order coming up here for Manchego Mechanics and bottom of the 5th.
Number 22, Austin Carson.
Oh man, I think I was just tired, but I guess I am. I went to bed late. I did not sleep well because I have dogs sleeping in the bed with me. So that's great. Alright, Heaps has a grand slam today. That's all you need to know about her. It's her only hit. But it was an impactful one. It's a hot shot to Duke at 2nd, and out number 2 we go. Cooker 1 for 3 with a single. Yeah, Denny Hayes, you see his stamina there. 11 pitches, a little more than half a tank of gas. That's rocketed, but Ferguson is there. If he has another quick inning like that, he could actually work the 6th. He could work the 7th, potentially even. They need to get something going here, though. I mean, this is ridiculous. There's nothing happening. Goes the train. And that one has popped up, but Barrett is there, out number 1. O'Neal steps in, she's 0 for 2. Okay, let's do a little temp check. I was just going to do a temp check on Guerrero. All right, so what they're going to do, it's a smart move. Smart move by the Manchego manager. And that one is into center field. Carson cuts it off, took a good route to it. All right, so it's a base hit. So maybe this pitching change is exactly what the Kraken needed to get things going. I was just going to do a temp check on Guerrero, but we bring in Alex Decker, actually the closer. And gets away from Watson, but not far enough. Foul ball. So they're saving Guerrero's arm pretty much, saying, hey, we're going to win this game. We're going to get into the next round, so let's save her arm. She's our ace. Or if she's not the ace, she's acting like the ace. So Flower steps in 1 for 2 with a single. And there is a strike. 100? Was that 101 on the gun? From Decker, 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Runner on first, 2-1. And now the 3-1 count. To Flowers, Decker delivers. And boy, she's just pumping heaters. And again, foul. 3-2. And good idea to lay off that pitch. Flowers draws the walk. That brings up Brett Thompson. I thought we actually might see like a pinch hitter or something, but I guess not. Ooh, boy. Get out the way of that. Brett Thompson, 95. It's your rear back. 96. 2-1. And now 3-1. And another walk. So these Kraken hitters, bases are loaded for the Kraken. Just gonna say, Jacob Doyle isn't in today, so Doyle steps up. He's only hitting a $182, but he can hit the long ball. 2-0, and fouled away. Bases juiced here, top of the 6th. Ooh, that might have been the pitch. 2-2. And in the dirt, full count. And a foul ball. And that is another walk. She walks a run in. And Melissa Rodriguez steps up over 2. And yeah, I was going to say, Decker's kind of all over the place. So they put in Bigsby rather. And that brings up Melissa Rodriguez, number 9 hitter. The base is still juiced. 1 run in. That's a foul ball. And again a foul. 1 and 2. Down on strike she goes. And boy, that was the Kraken's chance right there. Hard lineup due up here for the Manchego Mechanics. For the Mechanics.
Now in the game, Boo Mack.
All right, Boo Mack is now in left field. If you're the Mechanics, do you want a quick inning? Get your pitcher back out there. Settle this thing. So that's a grounder. Duke out number 1. Or do you want to tack on some extra runs and just use this as batting practice? Because that's kind of how they've treated the game early on. Been quiet since the 2nd inning. Over Rodriguez out number 2. And McMillan stepping in. 2 for 3, 2 singles, and RBI. And that has popped up. Looks like Duke is going to be there to camp under. No, it's not. It's going to be Flowers. At number 3. All right, last licks here for the Kasseri Kraken. They trail 8-1 here in the top of the 7th. A 2 at the top of the order due up, though. So the best hitters are coming up. And who the Mechanics put in? Let's see. They put Bigsby. That's right. They put in Bigsby. Hearn Bigsby. Is he their bonus pitcher? Might be. He is a long man for them. Well, that's not a good way to start things off. And Freddie Ferguson steps in. This is your hottest hitter. 0 for 3. Very nice. Some of the other teams who have been eliminated are in the stands today. We've seen their players wandering around, greeting fans. It's very nice. 1 and 2. Hot shot down to Heaps. Out number 2, and the Kraken are down to their final out. As Suzuki steps in, he's 0 for 2 today. Bigsby looking to close this out and send Manchego Mechanics. And that should do it. Send them off to face the Gouda Giants in the semifinals. Manchego Mechanics win this series, this best of 7. It took all 7 games. Boy, that 8-run bottom of the 2nd really, really did it. 1-4-0 to 8-15-0. And I was curious about how many strikeouts the Kraken had. They had a lot of walks, though. Wow, that's crazy. Only 4 hits on their side. Not a lot to write home about. And the big talk of the town, of course, will be the homers. Zariah Heaps, the big grand slam, and then Elliot Pope with the 3-run jack. It's 3-run jack, and then McMillan also had an RBI there. But big games there. Guerrero 3rd win. Walton picks up the 3rd loss. Boy, tale of two pitchers really, because these pitchers were kind of, I guess they weren't necessarily opposites. No, you could. Yeah, they were kind of opposites. They're opposites, and they kind of flip-flopped. It's opposite day today, or this tournament. They kind of flip-flopped because Guerrero is pitching a lot better this time around. Pope, Heaps, and Guerrero. Those are your top 3, and we're gonna return to the Elimination Hub and check things out because this is all set now. The semifinals are all locked in. We have the Stilton Saucers versus the Gorgonzola Gothams, and then the Manchego Mechanics versus the Gouda Giants. So this is shaping up to be a very, very good one. Honestly, just fascinating. Fascinating the teams that have gone up and have ended up in it. Teams that I thought were a lot better are not here. So fascinating stuff. That's where we end today's video. Thank you so much for checking us out. Semifinals coming up here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. And we'll check you guys later. But in the meantime, thanks so much. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And we'll check again. See ya. Bye.